Welcome. I'm Dr. Erin Clabough, a neuroscientist, mom of four, professor, and creator of this course that I'm so excited to bring you. So one of the things that I realized as I was parenting my four kids and also doing neuroscience work at the bench in the lab is that these two things naturally go together in a fit that our society doesn't really facilitate or foster. So there's a lot of research and information that neuroscientists know. There's a lot of information that parents know. And to get these two things together is the best of both worlds. It really allows parents to understand what's happening in their kids' brains and how we as parents can use these concepts to be able to really set our kids up to have the most options open, to live their best lives, to be happy and successful. And along the way, what's wonderful about this is if we can tap into these processes of neuroplasticity, we can actually change the way that our kids' brains connect together, and we can make it so that we lay the foundation for a lifetime of really self-mastery and self-regulation by just tapping into simple skills that are teachable, that we can practice, and that are really easy to implement in everyday life. And those skills are creativity, they are empathy, and they are self-control. These three things together make a triad that self-regulation stands on. So the ability to be in control of yourself, to have a direction, a goal, to work toward it, to live your best life without negatively impacting others around you, to be compassionate and pro-social, while at the same time not really sacrificing who you are as a person. That's what we all want for our kids. So this course will show you how to do it. The course is divided up into 4 sections. These sections are how the brain works, just really simple, basic principles that neuroscience has discovered, and I've disseminated in a way that anyone can understand. My view on this is that anyone is a neuroscientist because we're all crafting our own synapses every day with every experience that we have or don't have. The second one is going to be creativity. And so this is how can we really engage with this world in a uniquely human way? So this wonderful wellspring of ideas that often gets kind of crushed as we grow up and we kind of experience the social kind of contract that we're all in that maybe isn't so much a binding contract. Maybe there's flexibility there. And the foundations of creativity actually they open up worlds of empathy that we have to be able to imagine, put ourselves in someone else's shoes, and creatively come up with solutions to solve other people's problems, to solve our own social problems. And so this leads really well into the next module, which is that of empathy. So empathy in itself is something that is foundational to being a human, to being a good human, to having satisfying relationships. And so learning how to be empathetic is something that we can do. It's teachable, and measurable differences can be found in kids before and after somebody does really simple, like 5-minute empathy exercises. It's remarkable, actually. So self-control is one that we as parents, I feel like, always work on. We're always saying, don't do that, sit still, do this, right? We're trying to get our kids to be in control of their own bodies at all times. However, we need to also understand that the only person that is in control of themselves is themselves. So we can't ever control someone else. We just need to give them the tools to be able to control themselves. So this is where the empathy and the creativity come into play, because if those two skills are bolstered, then self-control becomes a lot easier, because we then start to be actually self-regulating instead of self-control. And what's interesting about all of these 3 behaviors is that deficits in any one of these, creativity, empathy, or self-control, really underlie pretty much every parenting behavior that I've ever seen in my 4 kids. And so if we can bolster these, then they're going to bolster each other. And so when we do this, we're really giving our kids the tools to be able to make their own decisions and to interact socially when we're not around in ways that, really going to set themselves up to be suited to be themselves and to make lasting, loving relationships with others. So this course, I really, I think it's amazing. I've done it with my own kids. And really it's workbooks, videos daily that are about 5 to 10 minutes long. There's readings that are assigned for it. There are also a lot of kind of reflection moments. There are concrete tools to help me get these things into your everyday lives. Most of them are small little things that you can do with your kids, like drops in a bucket. They'll soon be overflowing, and you'll see really lasting, meaningful differences in your kids by just trying to turn over some of this, the power back to them by giving them the tools to make those good choices and good decisions. So let me please lead you through this world of neuroscience in a way that is understandable, it's relatable, and bring your kid with you, bring your families with you. And the goal here is to make a more empathetic world, make a more creative world. And in doing so, really transformative in the way that we think about our family structure and how we parent our kids. So thanks, and I hope you enjoyed the course.